It's Leake Academy basketball coming to you on Cruisin' 98.3 FM and with live stream at the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Spread the word that you can watch or listen to the Leake Academy Rebels as Boswell Media Sports brings you special coverage of Leake Academy baseball. Home game on this Monday afternoon, first game of a three-game district series the Rebels have with the Park Place Christian Crusaders. I'm Philip Palmertree. We've got Billy Steen, the one and only, in the studio as our producer tonight. And I've also got some help here at my right side making his debut on the air. But we've had him on the camera some during basketball season, and now he's stepping over a little bit to the table. We've got Gavin White. And Gavin, it's good to have you with us this evening.
I'm glad to be on here. Thank you.
So, well, Gavin, the regular season's winding down, and the Rebels coming off a successful series against Lamar, but still trying to put a little bit of that bad taste from dropping 2 out of 3 to Simpson the week before last. Get that out of their mouths.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem against Simpson was the timely hits just weren't there when they needed them during the stretch of the 3-game series, as they couldn't find the hits when they needed them.
You're listening to the Welch Forest Products pregame. And it's just a lovely day to be out here on the 488. We've got our Central Electric Power Association stream up and running. The coaches are meeting with the 2-man umpiring crew at home plate. We're just about ready to get the Weaver Tax starting lineups, and then all that leads up to the Carthage Vet Clinic first pitch. But let's get a word about the weather here. That's presented by the Leake County Co-op. 70 degrees right now, and we've got about an 8 to 10 mile per hour wind blowing east to northeast, and so that's really cool things off. So, but clear skies above us, hardly a cloud in the sky, and a really nice crowd out on Easter Monday. Hope everybody had a happy and joyful celebration of Easter. I know I talked to some of the students earlier, and they're counting the days down for the end of school.
Yeah, I remember last year I was in high school, and it's just the final stretch before graduation. Then it's off to college or your job.
Well, let's get to the Weaver Tax starting lineups first for Park Place, the visitors from Pearl. They've got Jonah Summers, the shortstop, leading off, hitting at .339. Center fielder Luke Robinson, we're going to talk about him a good bit tonight, hitting at .510. That's right, .510, and driven in 15 runs. Batting third, Parker Bray, who's also the pitcher in tonight's game. Left fielder Kyler Boyd bats cleanup. Peyton Bray at third, batting fifth. Ben Blaylock, the first baseman, batting sixth. Bottom three in the order, designated hitter Ethan Watkins. Eli Wally, the catcher, batting eighth, hitting at .286. And then in the 9-hole, Owen Cooper. And Hunter Elrod will play in right field, and he's not in the batting order. So for the Crusaders, Summers, Robinson, Parker Bray, Boyd, Peyton Bray, Blaylock, Watkins, Wally, and Cooper. And they'll throw Parker Bray. We'll throw his stats out at you in just a little bit, but now the Weaver Tax starting lineups for the homestanding Leake Rebels. Rhett Stovall leads off, playing at first base, hitting .406 with a home run. Bishop Harden, the shortstop, bats second, hitting .342 with 4 home runs, 26 RBIs. Riley Myers will be on the bump tonight. He's hitting .431, 8 home runs, 30 runs driven in. Batting third, Whit Welch bats clean up and plays at third, hitting .328. Brad Atkinson will patrol center field. He hits at .314 and bats fifth. Bryce Watkins, the catcher, will be the sixth hitter, hitting at .308 on the campaign. Bottom three in the order, Mathen Weaver in right field, hitting .313. Camden Marble plays second, bats eighth, hits .286. And in the 9th spot, Charlie Brantley, the left fielder, hitting at .339. That's the Weaver Tax starting lineups. We're just about ready for the Carthage Vet Clinic first pitch, but first we'll take this break as Leake Academy baseball continues.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Hey, Jim, bring the seeds over. I've got the garden ready to plant.
Okay, Grandpa. I can't wait to have some fresh vegetables.
Neshoba County Co-op is garden ready with butter beans, peas, squash, and any other garden seeds that might be your favorite. And if you're ready to redesign your landscape, now is the time to plant shrubs before our summer heat gets here. They also have hanging baskets and bedding plants arriving daily and plenty of good soil to get them growing.
Grandma, these fresh vegetables sure are good.
I'm so glad you're enjoying them, and I'm also glad our Neshoba Co-op always has what we need for garden season.
Neshoba County Co-op, Philadelphia.
If spending days looking for top dollar for your timber has left you feeling like you're barking up the wrong tree, then I would listen closely. Welch Forest Products in Union does it better than anyone and with the least possible damage to your property. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation, thinning, or site prep, the last number you'll dial is 601-774-8200. They buy land with or without timber too. Call Bo Welch now at Welch Forest Products today. 601-774-8200.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Boswell Media Sports.
Getting set for first pitch between Leake Academy and Park Place. From Madden, Philip Palmertree and Gavin White's alongside me as we're about to get underway. Riley Myers on the mound. Give you Riley's stats, and then we'll talk about him a little bit. Making his 9th appearance, 8th start, 31 and a third innings under his belt. He's given up 15 hits, 17 runs, but just 11 of those were earned. He has walked 31, struck out 53, and he's got an ERA of 2.46 on the season. And right-hander loosening up right now. Gavin, give us a little fuller picture of the kind of athlete and competitor that Riley Myers is.
Riley's an all-around athlete. He can play about any sport. He's going to Mississippi State for baseball, but I'd say he's got a huge ceiling, but I'd say the only problem he could have is having walks at times. If he can keep that down, he's got a chance to be one of the best.
Yep, the stat sheet at this point in the season doesn't lie. It does early in the season, but not this time of year, and that's the one thing that's kind of the sore spot on his stat line has been the control. And I think, good pitching as I've looked at it and talked to coaches through the years, really comes down to two things. You've got to command your fastball. You got to know where that fastball is going, put it where you want it, and then you got to be able to throw strikes with your secondary pitch. And if you fail to do one of those things, it can be a long afternoon or long night at the ballpark. Getting set for Carthage Vet Clinic first pitch. Here's Jonah Summers leading off for Park Place. They're in green tops, gray pants, green stirrup socks, green caps. Park Place across the front in cursive. First pitch sails out of play over the highway, right side, foul. As we get started at 5:59, our Carthage Vet Clinic first pitch. Myers kicks and delivers. The 0-1 pitch. Missed just a little bit up on that one, ball one. 1-1, outfield playing straight away on Summers. That pitch just a little off the plate. 2-1 now. Wind blowing in from right field. There's a ball hit high in the air left field. Going back, making the catch is Brantley for out number 1. First inning presented by Baptist Medical Leake.
Now batting center fielder, Luke Robinson.
Summers retired on the fly ball. It brings up Luke Robinson, who has one of the stoutest stat lines I've seen in a long time. Right-handed hitter facing Myers, 5'10" average hitter. Takes a fastball that's a little bit up, a little bit off, ball 1. 5'10", that's not his height, that's the batting average. That fastball missed in just a little bit, ball 2, so Myers falls behind in the count. Leads the team in runs scored, RBIs, doubles, and home runs. And he hits one deep to right field. Weaver going back. It's going to be over his head. He's going to pick it up at the base of the wall, throw it in, and sliding head first in with a one-out double is Robinson, true to form. He didn't disappoint.
That is a hitter you do not want to get behind to in a bat. And it looked like Weaver had a play on the ball. It looked like he just got turned around, and he lost the ball in the sky.
Outfield, almost all of it still in sun. All the fielders are still in sun. Just a little bit of shade down the left field line, and the infield mostly in shade as the sun sets over toward our left. So 1 out and a runner at second for Parker Bray, also a righty. Myers works from the stretch, puts one below the knees for ball 1. Kyler Boyd in the on-deck circle for the Crusaders. 1-0 pitch. Myers comes set, checks the runner, pitch to the plate, is down and away, and gets a little bit behind Watkins there, but not far enough for Robinson to make a read and get to third. So again, a 2-0 count. Myers looks in. Bray ready, now the pitch. Fastball called, strike on the outer half, and he needed that strike. Sometimes when you're just off the plate, you start to kind of aim it.
And I still, if I was a hitter, I'd still be sitting the fastball. That's the only thing he's been proven to throw a strike with so far.
Ball bounces between the legs, comes off the backstop, back to Watkins, and going to be a wild pitch that's going to let Robinson take third. Top of the first inning. Runner now at third, 3-1 the count to Bray. And that's called strike down at the knees. Bray was ready to take off for first, but now the count's full. Full count to Bray. Here comes the payoff pitch from Riley Myers. He sends it foul off the right side into the trees. Keep it at 3-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Bray third on the ball club in average, 314. Has 10 runs driven in, and scoring runs has been the challenge for them. And he takes a pitch upstairs and gets to first on the walk, so now it's first and third with 1 out.
Batting left fielder, Kyler Boyd.
Yeah, that was a good pitch, but Bray had a good eye, and he most people like to swing at that high fastball, but he stayed calm and he let it go. And now he got first and third, 1 out, and another good hitter coming up.
Kyler Boyd. Broad-shouldered young man, left fielder. Gets on the right-hand batter's box. Waits the pitch from Riley Myers. That one just off the plate. Outside for ball 1. Robinson at third. Bray, or see, he's probably got a courtesy runner. He does. We'll confirm who that is in just a second. Gets a called strike at the knees to even the count at 1-1. Craig over there running for Bray at first. That one's chopped up the third baseline. Going to get foul for it before it gets to the bag, Welch was on it. But in foul territory, so everybody will head back. 1-2 the count now. Baker Craig at first for Park Place. 1-2 the count. Myers set, check of the runner. Pitch, got him swinging. That's an Ozark Ag strikeout for out number 2.
Yeah, that seemed to be his best curveball so far in this game. If he can get that going, that fastball, will be able to play later on because they have to sit 2 pitches instead of just a fastball.
Well, the top of the first is going to come up to Peyton Bray. Can he keep things going or not? Get him out and get out of here with a 0. Ball hit to deep in the hole to short. Throw is across, but not handled. It was a little bit up the line. And Robinson scores with the first run to make it 1-0. We'll see how they score that. They're going to score that a single. That ball was hit pretty deep in the hole. Harden made I thought, a fabulous effort even to make it close.
Yeah, on that play there, even Coach Stovall would tell you he wants Witt to take that one because it cuts off the angle, and it's a way easier play for him to make instead of a long throw for Bishop.
Exactly. Second base hit of the game makes it 1-0 Park Place, and the hitter's Ben Blaylock. First and second. Runners called strike to Blaylock. 0-1. Blaylock crowds the plate, closed stance. Here's Myers' pitch, and it's in the left-handed batter's box. To the backstop comes ricocheting off, but both runners will move into scoring position. Second wild pitch of the inning.
Yeah, if I'm a batter here, I'm definitely sitting a fastball. I'm making beat me with an off-speed pitch, and I feel like that's what he's sitting with here.
A 1-1 pitch coming from Myers from the belt to the plate. And that one just zoomed past Watkins and goes to the left, but runners not taking off because here you have very little space behind home plate backstop, so it's a dangerous play from third if you try to advance on a wild pitch or a pass ball. 2-1. Myers from the stretch. Here it comes. Line past Harden into left field. That will bring in 1 run. Throw coming in. Welch will hold it on the infield, and 2 runs score on that 2-out single and make it 3-0 Park Place. Hard hit ball from Blaylock, drives in 2.
Yeah, when you don't have control early in the game, the batters are looking dead red fastball, and when you have a hitter's count and it's right down the middle, good batters are typically going to do that to you throughout the game.
3-0 Crusaders, 2 out. Runner at first. Ethan Watkins, the DH. It falls behind 0-1. Myers looks over at first. And the 0-1 pitch, just a little bit low. I think that pitch was been called for a strike this inning.
Yeah, the umpire likes the low pitch.
Very close.
That one looked. Another one likes a strike to me.
1-1 pitch. There's a called strike. Down at the bottom of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ethan Watkins. He swings at one that's upstairs. They're going to throw up to first to complete the out. But on the inning, 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors and a runner left on base. Park Place puts 3 on the board in the top of the first inning. When we come back, the Rebels will get their first chance at the plate. We've got baseball coming to you from Madden. Stay with us as Leake Academy baseball continues.
Braining Law Firm is ready to work for you. Attorney Jennifer Branning specializes in residential and commercial real estate closings, timber transactions, and business law. Jennifer and her friendly staff will assist you with your business and real estate. Please call 601-656-6152 or visit them in downtown Philadelphia across from the library. Open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 5 and Friday, 8:30 to 12. Branning Law Firm, 235 West Beacon Street, Philadelphia.
Take it from me, you're going to want to shop around and experience everything that Ozark Ag has to offer. I mean, after all, their language is poultry. So that means they're going to carry all the hardware materials and power tools you'll need when it's time to get to work. Plus, they also carry hunting and fishing supplies when it's time to kick back. Take it from me, I guarantee you're going to love Ozark Ag. Ozark Ag, located right where Joyner Building Supply used to be on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Bottom of the first inning coming up. Park Place managed to get a double and two singles, get 3 runs across in the inning. Take a 3-0 lead. On the mound for Park Place is Parker Bray. And Parker's making his 9th appearance of the year. He's thrown 31 innings, given up 41 hits, 43 runs, but only 24 of them have been earned runs. He's walked 17, struck out 19 on the season. Teams are hitting .297 against him. The Rebels will send Rhett Stovall, Bishop Harden, Riley Myers to the plate in the bottom of inning number 1. There's right-handed hitting Rhett Stovall, .406 average. He's hit a home run this year. Stance a little bit open. First pitch from Bray. It's a little bit down, a little bit outside, ball 1. Batter stands in the sunlight, pitcher's in the shade. Ball hit right side of the infield, knocked down on a backhand play by the first baseman, and he'll get over to the bag and make the play unassisted. Ben Blaylock with a sharp play at first.
Yeah, Bray's velo is not going to overpower you, but he's going to make you hit it, and he's going to make his defense work throughout the whole game. If you can get to the bullpen, you have a good chance to win the game.
So, athletic play by Big Ben Blaylock at first with a backhand play, and then he gets the out unassisted, out number 1. First inning presented by Baptist Medical Leake. Here's Bishop Harden, who looks at a fastball that's up about chin level, ball 1. Bray's pitch hits the outside, called strike. 1-1. Bray works from the stretch even with nobody on base. That ball's hit back up the middle, ricochets off Bray's glove. Play at short, not going to be made in time. No, they're going to call him out, and I thought he beat it out. Blaylock had to go to a knee and kind of fall over to his right side. Apparently kept it in his glove, apparently kept the toe in the bag, and apparently got the throw before the runner hit it. And I don't know about that, but that's out number 2.
I think the umpire thought the ball got past him. When he realized he called it, he thought he was out. But that was an unfortunate ball because, I mean, it was up the middle until the pitcher just barely got his glove on it and went to the shortstop.
Base is empty, 2 out for Myers, and he looks at strike 1. Yeah, you record that Harden out 1-6-3 since it goes off the pitcher's glove. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Bray to Myers. And he sends it down the line, rolling into foul territory. That's a fair ball. Motoring around into second, taking a turn, thinking about 3, but heading back is Myers. And, boy, he scorched that one down the line.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be able to leg out a triple in left because the left fielder was having trouble on the left field fence over there, but he ended up getting it in real quick before it gets third.
2 out hit. Puts Myers in scoring position and puts Whit Welch at the plate. The senior third baseman with the bright pink bat gets ready. There's a breaking ball that's left upstairs, ball 1. Welch can reach Red Atkinson would hit next as the Rebels are trying to answer a 3 spot in the top of the inning from Park Place. Bray checks the runner, pitch to the plate, hit in the air, center field, ranging over is Robinson, and he's got it in deep center field. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, runner stranded, 1 complete. Rebels trail Park Place 3-0 back in 60 seconds with more Leake Academy baseball for Boswell Media Sports.
Wendy's home-style French toast sticks are so delicious, some are saying that they're better than their mom's breakfast.
Excuse me, did you just say Wendy's French toast sticks are better than my breakfast?
Mom, is that you?
Answer the question.
I said some people are saying that because they're so crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside and perfect in every way.
Uh-huh. And what do you think?
I think it's time to tell people to choose wisely. Choose Wendy's sweet and crispy home-style French toast sticks.
That's still not an answer.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Boswell Media Sports.
Even a bad day at the ballpark is better than a good day in a lot of other places, and Gavin White and I get to be at the ballpark and tell you about Leake and Park Place playing game 1 of 3-game district series as we're winding the regular season down. Simpsons in first place, Rebels in second. We'll try to bring you as many playoff games as we can. Sometimes it kind of depends on when some of those games fall, but either Breck Riley and I will be bringing you those games. The top of the second inning underway as Riley Myers gets a called strike at the knees to Eli Wally to start off the second. It'll be Wally, then Owen Cooper, the 9-hitter, and then Jonah Summers. 0-1 pitch fouled back into the screen, and Myers ahead, 0-2. Remember tonight's game available on live stream at the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. 0-1 pitch up and in. I think it's 1-2. Scoreboard says 1-1.
Yes, it's 1-2 because he started him off 0-2. That was a curveball up high.
Pitch on the way. Nubber toward first. Getting it, making the put out there is Stovall, and there's one away in the second inning presented by Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
Yeah, I think that was the first batter he got in a pitcher's count instead of a hitter's count. He's able to throw him anything he wanted at that point. The batter was guessing at that point.
Yep, threw it in on the hands and just got him to roll a soft ground ball right at Stovall at first. So now first lefty in the lineup is at the plate, Owen Cooper, the 9-hitter, and he takes a fastball around the shoe tops for ball 1. Top of the second inning, Crusaders 3, Rebels 0. Fastball in on the hands. He whiffs at it. Strike 1. Myers working from the windup. Here's the 1-1. Comes outside and gets a swinging strike 2. Another fastball.
Yeah, I think Myers has found the fastball inside and outside, which can set up his curveball when you get a pitcher's count.
And he's in one now at 1-2. Here's what he does. It gets him a swing at a pitch that was a little bit off the plate, and that's an Ozark Ag strikeout, his third of the evening, and they're 2 away in the inning. Jonah Summers up with the bases empty and 2 out.
Yeah, this is a batter you definitely want to get in a pitcher's count instead of a hitter's count because he can do some damage.
Pitch upstairs, ball 1. Summers flied to left to open the ball game. Myers, 1-0 pitch, gets a called strike up around the letters. Red Atkinson patrolling center field. Brantley's in left. Weaver is in right for L.A. Welch at third. Stovall at first as the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2 on the outer half of the plate. Up the middle, it's Marble at second, Harden at short, and Bryce Watkins wearing the catcher's gear. 1-2 pitch, bounces in front of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Summers.
Yeah, he can still throw anything you want in this count. The fastball has definitely been his most consistent pitch, but he can still go curveball if he wants to.
Kick and delivery, 2-2 pitch. Ooh, came up and hit him in the upper part of the shoulder, and that was fastball that got away from him. So loses the 2-ball count. Summers going to be allowed to take his time to get up to first because he really got plunked. Luke Robinson at the plate. He doubled to right field. Went opposite field, hit it a long way, and ended up scoring. Summers now takes his lead at first. Myers at the stretch. Bryce Watkins sets up on the outer part of the plate. Pitch a little bit in, but taken for strike one. Didn't hit exactly where his catcher had lined up, but got him, but sent it straight down the middle. Fastball 0-1. And he gets a called strike outside, get ahead 0-2. He got behind 2-0 to Robinson in the previous inning.
Yeah, Myers is definitely trying to live on that outside strike call, fastball.
Runner taken off. Ball smothered in the left-handed batter's box. Throw up, but not in time. Summers with a stolen base.
Yeah, there's nothing Watkins could do there. He got a huge secondary lead, and he was off before the pitch was even thrown. Watkins did all he could by blocking it up and not letting him get to third.
Runner at second now. The count's a ball and 2 strikes to Luke Robinson. Myers pitch. Grounded softly towards short. Harden has it. Throws over to first, and that's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Runner stranded. Middle of the second inning. Park Place leads Leake Academy 3-0. Leake will bring up Atkinson, Bryce Watkins, and Weaver in the second after we take this break.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects outside your home or business, be sure you know where your underground utilities are located. Always call before you dig. One easy phone call to 811 can protect you from injury and expense. Plus, it's the law in Mississippi. Make the call and avoid serious or fatal injury. For more electrical safety tips, contact Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937, an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Immunizations protect kids and teens from preventable diseases like measles, meningitis, polio, whooping cough, flu, and other dangerous illnesses. It's important not to skip or delay shots. Anya Jones, certified pediatric nurse practitioner, and Baptist Leake Primary Care Clinic offer these and a complete list of pediatric care for infants, children, and young adults. Baptist Leake, making your health care our #1 priority.
Boswell Media Sports.
Leake Academy Rebels coming to bat at the home ballpark. Outfield still in sunlight mostly. It's creeping into shallow left field, shadows are, and infield now mostly in the shadows on a beautiful, I'd say it's no longer a 70-degree day. It's probably getting down about 68.
Yeah, that sun's starting to go behind the trees and it's starting to dwindle down in temperature.
A lot of weekend rain. Grass looks a little high. I think they've been hesitant to get the mower out on it. So infield grass may play a little bit slow. We'll see about that. Leake County Co-op presents tonight's weather and field conditions. Here's Red Atkinson, bats from the left side, number 5 hitter in Coach Turk Stovall's lineup. First lefty that Peyton Bray is going to have to face. He starts him off with a breaking ball located for a strike at the knees. Excuse me, Parker Bray. I think I said Peyton Bray. Parker Bray, the pitcher. He kicks the 0-1. Down and in. It's now a ball and a strike. Rhett leads the team in triples, second on the team in runs scored. Tied with Camden Marble for that with 21. There's a called strike. Gets Bray ahead in the count 1-2.
And he's got a 314 batting average, which many people would tell you that is phenomenal for someone. And knowing Red, he tries to work as hard as he's going to tell you 314 is nowhere near what he wants to be, but he's a competitive guy, and EC's getting a good one next year, which I'll be fortunate to watch.
Red Atkinson fouls the 1-2 pitch back off his hands back into the screen. We'll do it again at 1-2, and as Gavin mentioned, East Central signee is Atkinson, and he ropes one into left field, goes opposite field for a single to lead off the second inning. That's presented by Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
Yeah, Red waited on it. He knows he's not going to blow it by you, so he waited as long as he could and poked it into left field for a single.
Atkinson at first, and the hitter is the catcher, Bryce Watkins. Right versus right, the matchup. Throw over to first, Atkinson. We mentioned Rhett going to be at East Central Community College next year. And Gavin's a student there. A lot of Leake students over there. Another throw to first. And then a couple of girls basketball players are headed over there too, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, Miriam Prince and Morgan Freeney. So EC's definitely get some good athletes for the next coming up year in any sport they play.
Pitch to Bryce Watkins, left up. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, it seems like any sport at Leake Academy, EC's getting one because at least she's going for tennis and Rhett's going for baseball. Morgan and Miriam are going for basketball.
1-0 pitch. Fouled back against the screen. 1-0 is and Colton Burns.
Colton Burns, he's going to be
football. Yeah,
he's going to be an O-lineman at East Central.
New head coach Jonathan Webster. Boswell Media Sports, your home for East Central Community College sports. Emmy Harkins playing right now, finishing her sophomore season as the 1-2 pitch fouled up out of play over across the highway, comes rolling back.
Yeah, her and Caroline are playing up there.
That's right, Caroline
for
Jackson.
East Central, and they're two very good players at East Central.
Throws to first, back in on hands and knees is Red Atkinson. He didn't have much of a lead. In fact, he had probably still going to take another step in his lead before when that pickoff attempt came. Parker Bray throws it. Runner taken off. Strike at the plate, but stolen base. Are they going to give yeah, that was strike 3, so strikeout. And what they say, they say batter's interference, and so that's going to be an out. Atkinson out on batter's interference.
I don't know if I agree with that one. I know he definitely leaned over in the batter's box, but he never touched the catcher. So I don't know if I agree with that interference. It gets called a bunch more these days, but that was that was a cheap one right there.
So quickly, bases empty now for left-handed hitting Mathen Weaver. 2 out. First strikeout recorded for Parker Bray. Puts one up and in. 2 balls, no strikes. So Watkins retired swinging for out number 1, and then Atkinson on the steal attempt retired because Watkins interfered with the catcher. 2-0 pitch. Hits it pretty much right down the middle, taken for a strike. Weaver was taken all the way.
Yeah, that's probably the best pitch. You'll see this at bat, but he's waiting for his pitch.
Tries to go outside. Can't get the corner. It's now 3-1. Center fielder shifts from the left side over to the right. Shades Weaver to the right now as the 3-1 pitch comes. Breaking ball that's flared into shallow left field. It's going to get down between the shortstop and the left fielder, and a 2-out single blooped in for Weaver. And the second inning continues for Leake with their third base hit.
Yeah, he hit that into no man's land. It was too far for the shortstop and it was too far for the left fielder. And
so here's 8-hitter in the lineup, Camden Marble. From the stretch, Bray gets him to foul it up over the right side. Out of play. Set the defense for the Crusaders. Robinson in center, Boyd in left, Elrod in right. And then running around first to third, Blaylock at first, Cooper at second, Summers at short, Peyton Bray at third, and Wally is behind the plate. Counts 0-1 to Marble. Pitch on the way, runner taken off, pitch is down for a ball, and great jump and a steal there for Weaver. The Rebels have a 2-out runner in scoring position now after the stolen base. Ball and a strike, the count to Marble. Really nothing Wally could do there. Check swing foul into the screen. 1 and 2. If Marble can reach, Charlie Brantley would get a turn. Rebels again waiting here, get 2 outs, get somebody in scoring position as they did in the first. Ball hit off the pitcher, going to be on the infield grass, and will there be a play? They say they got him by half a step. Nice play by Parker Bray to recover off a ball hit off of him, and he stayed with it behind the mound and got the out. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a runner stranded. 2 complete in the books. Park Place 3, Leake nothing. Back in 60 as Leake Academy baseball continues.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, T-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
It's springtime. The flowers are blooming, the lawn will need mowing, and uh-oh, you can't forget we live in Mississippi where the weather goes through more changes than a nursery full of newborns. Be ready for what lies ahead with the friendly folks at Lee County Co-op. You'll find flowers, potting and topsoil, weed and feed, chemicals and fertilizers, everything you need. Except for excuses to get out of doing the yard work. Plus, ring in spring with those beautiful Corinthian bell wind chimes you can only find at Lee County Co-op. Spring is here, all right, and so is Lee County Co-op on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Top of the third, getting underway from Madden. Parker Bray, the leadoff hitter for Crusaders, who lead 3-0. Ball and a strike. Scoreboard says count to Parker Bray, who walked and then walked and scored. Craig, the courtesy runner, scored. Now it's 2-1. Pitch is outside.
Yeah, Riley's definitely trying to find his fastball. Riley's definitely trying to find his fastball right here, but the first pitch was pretty close, and then he hits him here, and that'll be the first runner on base. Start the top of the third inning.
Leadoff man on base for the first time tonight for Park Place. Oops. Second batter hit. Go along with a walk. Free passes will hurt you. Mention something about that this inning here as we go on. Talk about a stat from a ball game yesterday that was played in professional AA level that has a line that's really kind of hard to believe. But one on, nobody out. Pitch in, inside, a little defensive swing, fouled back there by Boyd for strike 1.
Yeah, I think he swung at that one so it wouldn't hit him in the face. That was very close to hitting him.
Right now, command of the fastball is elusive for Riley Myers. Pitch down and away, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, that was a good off-speed pitch, but these Park Place batters, they wait on their pitch, and when they see their pitch, they execute it.
Pitch bounces in, handled nicely by Watkins. He was up just in case that Baker Craig, the courtesy runner, was going to take off. It's 2-1 to Kyler Boyd. Pitch fouled away, and it's 1-2. All right, here's the line. I don't know that I didn't ask Gavin if he saw this, but this was the Chattanooga Lookouts, the Reds AA ball club playing. I think it's the Huntsville Trash Pandas, and they beat them 7-5, but yet they got no hit.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere. I can't remember where I saw it, but I tried to look into it, but I couldn't figure out how they won without getting a single hit.
I can tell you a little bit about that. The count's full now to Boyd. It's pitch missed down and away. Runner at first. We'll tell you about what happens here. Myers from the stretch. Ball hit toward right field. It's going to slice foul, and we'll do it again at 3-2. It was, I think it was 4-0 going to the 7th, and Chattanooga was the visiting team. They scored all 7 runs in the top of the 7th. It was something like 4 walks, 3 hit batters, an error, and a couple of wild pitches for good measure.
I can tell you one thing, that will drive a coach insane.
Yeah. I sent that box score to a couple of high school baseball coaches I know, and they all immediately responded with, "That's what free passes will do to you." And he tried to hold back, but ends up with the Ozark Ags strikeout.
Yeah, that was definitely Riley's best all-speed pitch there, and
one away in the 3rd.
Yeah, Boyd knew he shouldn't have swung at that. He was mad after he swung.
Peyton Bray singled and scored when he came up in the 1st. He's got Baker Craig down at first base. 1 out in the 3rd. 3rd inning presented by Moore's Pharmacy. Pitch down and away. Nice job playing hockey goalie there on that one for Bryce Watkins to get the glove save. 1 ball and no strikes to Peyton Bray, 3rd baseman. Check of the runner. Here's the pitch. Fastball's outside, 2-0.
Yeah, Craig's not getting a big lead at first, so if I was Riley here, I'd focus in on the hitter and try to get him here. It's another hitter's count to us, so I'd be sitting fastball.
Misses a little bit low on that one, and now he's really in trouble, 3-0. Ben Blaylock up next. Bray with a slightly open stance in the right-handed batter's box. Here's the 3-0, and he missed outside with that one. Walked him on 4 pitches. He's walked 2 and hit 2 as Riley Myers, and now they're 2 on with 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning. And last time Ben Blaylock came up, he drove in 2 runs with a single. Ground ball would be a real friend right now. Tall Ben Blaylock in the batter's box. And he checks the swing, and it just dribbles foul up the first baseline, strike 1.
Yeah, you can tell Blaylock's sitting fastball here. He changed his mind at the last second before he swung and hit a dribbler down the first base line. Luckily, it was foul for them.
Yeah, if that'd been fair, that'd be a tough play. The count's 0-1. Pitch to the plate, got him to chase 1, swinging strike 2. So Riley Myers comes set. Check of the lead runner at second, Craig. And threw it outside. He checked his swing, and it's 1-2. Myers wanted that strike 3, but I think that was the right call. Don't think he came around on that one. Not much wind right now. It's pretty much died down. Time called by Blaylock. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now it's 2-2 as the pitch was down and away. So what do you think Myers does here at 2-2?
I think he's going to try to throw a fastball. He's been sitting good outside, but he might try to jam him inside. We'll see right here.
Here's the pitch. And he came upstairs with a fastball and got another Ozark Ags strikeout, swinging strike for out number 2.
Batting number 24, Ethan
That's the
Watkins.
5th strikeout of the evening for Myers. Already had the team lead 53 coming in to the game. Now he's got 58. 2 out now, and 2-1 with Ethan Watkins at the plate. Speaking of strikeouts, he struck out his last time up to end the first, and he looks at a pitch outside, ball 1. Myers comes set at the belt. Pitch to the plate. I don't know what was wrong with that one. That's ball 2. Maybe that was a little up. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's about the only place it could be for a ball because it definitely wasn't low.
Myers from the stretch. Look back at the runner. Pitch to the plate. That one fastball low, 3-0. He's hit a batter and walked a batter this inning, and also registered a pair of Ozark Ag strikeouts.
I think he's gotten a 3-0 count every batter too this inning.
Gets fastball on the inner half of the plate. Watkins take it all the way, and that's strike 1. 3-1 pitch. Put in the same place, got the same result, called strike 2. Watkins tried to sell that as inside. Ethan Watkins, the batter, that is. And runner's taken off, and that's ball 4. Fastball was too high. Walked him on the full count. So free passes have put a Crusader at every base in the top of the third. They already lead it 3-0.
Yeah, he tried to come with Watkins with a high fastball like he did Blaylock, but Watkins wouldn't bite that time. He was in the on-deck circle watching, and he knew that he'd probably come back with a high fastball on a 3-2 count.
Craig at third, Peyton Bray at second, Ethan Watkins at first. The hitter is Eli Wally, who grounded out first time, and he swings and misses. Strike 1. Big moment in this ball game for Leake. Need to get an out some way right here. 2 out, bases loaded. The 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air, right side. It's slicing. If it gets down, it's going to be trouble. And boy, it is foul by about 2 feet along the line. Weaver got a nice jump on it, but there's no way a right fielder other than Bo Jackson is going to get to that one.
No, if that was fair, that was definitely scoring 2, if not 3 runs. But it went foul at the very last second.
About 2 feet off the right field line, runners head back. Bases loaded, 0-2 count. Myers a strike away from getting out of the jam. Leaves it up. Good take there by Wally. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good pitch as well. Got him swinging for strike 3, and that's 3 Ozark Ag strikeouts. So Myers strikes out the side, but leaves bases loaded, no hits, no runs, no errors, 3 stranded. The Crusaders have left 6 on base through 3 innings, and they lead it 3-0. We'll be back with the bottom of the third as Leake Academy baseball continues from Boswell Media Sports.
What is the value of an independent insurance agent? We don't work for any one insurance company. Instead, we work for our clients. We sell insurance from multiple companies, and that means at South Group Cox Agency, you always have an expert on your side who can find you the best policy and rates for you and your family. Now is the time to come by and let us at South Group Cox give you a free quote. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. South Group Cox Agency, 207 West Main Street in Carthage.
Moore's Pharmacy always looks forward to seeing their customers, and they provide 4 locations for you: Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. They also provide services to make your life easier, such as the flavored medicine machine for your children, Pack My Meds, hormone replacement therapy, and compounding. They also take most insurances. Moore's Pharmacy, Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. Always the shortest wait time, fastest service, and lowest prices because they will price match for you. Follow them on Facebook. Moore's Pharmacy, your family hometown pharmacy.
Boswell Media Sports.
Charlie Brantley will lead off the third for Leake. They trail 3-0 against Park Place in the first of 3 between these 2 ball clubs. Give you the schedule for the rest of the series this week. Tuesday game tomorrow at Pearl. No broadcast for that, but we will be broadcasting the return, the home game, here at Madden Thursday, 6 p.m., Park Place and Leake, and it'll be on Cruising 98 and on the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. So make your plans. In fact, here's what you need to do. If you're watching on the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel, click the subscribe button on the screen, and you'll get a notification on your phone or your computer whenever we go live with Leake Academy baseball, football, basketball. You'll know when we go live. So subscribe today to Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. Here we go. Home half of the third. Charlie Brantley, right-handed hitter, lifts one foul right side to start the at-bat. 3 runs, 3 hits for Park Place. No runs, 3 hits for the Rebels. Both teams errorless baseball through 2.5. Counts 1-1 now. Pitch missed just a little bit low. Rebels have stranded 2. Park Place, they've stranded 6. Breaking ball that he wanted to get that high strike call, but good take there from Brantley, 2-1. Everything tilts in the batter's advantage when the count goes from 1-1 to 2-1. That's rolled towards short. Summers makes the play, but the throw pulls the first baseman Blaylock off the bag, and safe at first is Brantley on what's going to be an error. Error on the throw.
Yeah, that's one for Bray that'll frustrate you as a pitcher, because you had him right where you wanted 2-1, and then he routine ground ball to short, and he throws it away.
Scored E6. And we'll get to the top of the order. Rhett Stovall, who grounded to first. His first time at bat. He shows bunt. Runner taken off. Good throw. Is it in time? It is in time, and Brantley's caught stealing on a bang-bang play down at second. Good throw from Wally.
That was a good throw, but it looked like Brantley stopped about halfway, and he didn't know what was going on when he was running to second. But I don't know. That was a great play by the catcher.
Second time in this ball game the Rebels have had a runner eliminated between first and second. Base is empty now, 1 out. Pitch taken for a strike by Stovall. I missed, let's see, the umpire helping us out there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreboard catches up along with us. Stovall waits for the pitch. Holds back on that one. It was a little off the plate, ball 2. Bray working from the stretch with the bases empty. Fires a fastball that's downstairs, about ankle level, 3-1. Bishop Hardin due up next. Here's the 3-1 to Stovall. In on the hands, he hits it the other way, backhanded by Blaylock. Going to be a toss to Bray, who covers nicely, and they get the out, 3-1 for out number 2.
Yeah, as a pitcher, Bray can play defense at the pitcher mound about as good as you can get it, and that's 2 backhands that the first baseman's made that's been mighty good.
Yep. They have been solid on the right side of the infield in the early going. 2 out now, nobody on for Bishop Hardin. Hardin had a hard luck ground out his first time up, so he looks at ball 1. Went off the pitcher's glove, but right to the shortstop, who made a tremendous play. A 1-0 pitch. Hardin takes it strike, about letter high. Bishop Hardin, second on the team in home runs, second in RBIs, leader in runs scored as he really jumps on that pitch, sends it hard foul in front of the third base dugout where the Rebels reside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just when you think the wind's gone, it kind of kicks up a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely blowing a little towards left field, which is an advantage to the hitters.
Breaking ball, he jumped on that one and hits it foul over the fence, left field side. Parker Bray trying to get out number 3 here. Leaves the pitch too high. Evens the count 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Hard hit, base hit to left field. And it squirts away for a second from Boyd. And that's going to allow Harden alertly to come in standing at second, so scored a single and an error. And again, 2 outs, and the Rebels get a runner at second, but then you've got to get the timely hit, which they haven't had yet.
Yeah, we're doing all our damage with 2 outs, which you'd like to do at 1 or 0, but you get them on, about right now, you get them on any way you can.
Here's a man at the plate who can do a 2-out base hit for you, and that's Riley Myers.
Yeah, he can change his game one swing of a bat.
Harden with a single and takes second on the error. Misplayed ball by the left fielder, Boyd. Myers stands in there, right versus right, the matchup, and he swings, gets one. Comes off the hands, over the highway, right side, foul for strike 1. Leake as a team batting .335. They're averaging almost 9 runs a game, but none tonight so far, and the ball's in the dirt. And squirts off to the right side, and there's Harden. Nice read on it to get down to third.
Yeah, credit Harden with the base runner because he was running out of the box right when he hit that ball. If he's jogging, he might not have got to second on the air in left field.
Yeah, he's made 2 good base running plays. Now he's standing at third. 1-1 the count to Myers. Breaking ball that he takes low, and that's a good take, 2-1. Time called shortstop, maybe having a problem with his glove. I mean, he's going to swap out the glove. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Riley Myers, 2 out. Brantley reached on an error on the shortstop, but got gunned down trying to steal second. Then Stovall grounded out to the first baseman. Harden reached and is down at third. Now it's 3-1 as a breaking ball was a little bit inside.
Yeah, if you're Bray and the Crusaders, you're not against walking Riley here with first base open and 2 outs.
Bray comes set, looks at Harden at third, pitch to the plate, and he walked him. Left it outside, and as Gavin said, there's a lot worse things you can do in that situation than walk Riley Myers. That makes it first and third with 2 away. First walk of the night for Parker Bray. Courtesy runner coming in for Leake. That's Matthew Nowell.
Now batting number 5, Whit Welch.
Once again, as it was in the first, it's up to Whit Welch. Rebels down 3 runs. Runners at the corners. Bottom of the 3rd inning, 2 out. And that pitch didn't miss inside by much. Gets called a ball. The Park Place fans groan about that one. That sure was close.
Yeah, the inside pitch definitely hadn't been there this game, but he likes calling the outside pitch.
Ray comes set. 1-0 pitch. Fastball is taken for a strike. Welch hitting .328 on the campaign.
If you can wait on a pitcher and poke it to right field, there's a huge gap between first and second, which will easily score 1.
And he swings, sends it into the fence. And somebody takes a backward tumble in their lawn chair. Chair's back up, but the gentleman's not up yet. And now he's on his feet. 1-2 to Welch. Runners at the corners. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging for strike 3. And again, the Rebels miss an opportunity. No runs, 1 hit. There were 2 errors in the inning and 2 left on base. We played 3 complete. Park Place leads Leake 3-0. Be back after this break with more Leake Academy baseball on Cruisin' 98.
If you're looking for a trusted veterinarian, check out Central Mississippi Animal Clinic, a full-service animal hospital that provides emergency services as well as routine medical, surgical, dental, and grooming. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic will give your pets the care they deserve. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic, 900 Highway 35 South Carthage, 601-267-4573, or on the web at cmacvets.com.
If spending days looking for top dollar for your timber has left you feeling like you're barking up the wrong tree, then I would listen closely. Welch Forest Products in Union does it better than anyone and with the least possible damage to your property. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation, thinning, or site prep, the last number you'll dial is 601-774-8200. They buy land with or without timber too. Call Bo Welch now at Welch Forest Products today. 601-774-8200.
Boswell Media Sports.
Inning number 4 getting started from the 4-8-8. Leake trails Park Place 3-0 as we get inning number 4 underway. Thanks for joining us tonight, Philip Palmertree, and making his debut with the, well, you've had the headset on in basketball, but you just had to listen to me run my mouth. The first time we turned the mic on, Gavin White.
Yeah, it was fun doing basketball. I definitely love listening to you talk about the basketball games, but it's fun being beside you talking about baseball.
Riley Myers going to face the 9-hitter Owen Cooper, then top of the order Jonah Summers and Luke Robinson for Park Place. 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for the visitors, and for Leake, no runs on 4 hits. They have played errorless baseball, but it was a 3-run top of the first that's made it 3-0 ball game. Left-handed hitter Cooper takes a pitch on the inside corner, strike 1. He struck out in the second.
Yeah, he's at 74 pitches here in the top of the 4th, but I looked in the bullpen. There's nobody warming up, so it's definitely his ball game right now.
And Cooper falls behind 0-2 as he skies a pitch beyond into the trees left side. I parked way over by the Methodist Church. I'm not worried about foul balls today. He tried to check the swing, and I guess he did. Pitch was in the dirt, 1-2. Thought he might have gone around. Here's the 1-2 from Riley Myers, and he just sticks the bat out there, spoils it off the screen left side. Stays 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Got him. Did he? Yeah, he did. They did get him swinging. I was making sure he didn't tip it. They throw up to first to complete the out. That's another Ozark Ag strikeout, number 7 on the night for Riley Myers, and there's 1 out in the 4th. The 4th inning's presented by South Group Cox Agency. Batter's Jonah Summers. He swings at the first pitch but fouls it off right side. 1-2.
Yeah, I think Summers is just glad not to get hit in this. The first pitch of this at bat.
He took that one up at the top of his shoulder earlier. Now he looks at strike 2. Myers ahead of Summers. Now field completely in shade. Lights off. Probably not the ideal view on the camera right now, but as the sky gets a little darker, it'll get better. Swings at a pitch and just pokes it through the right side. Weaver's up with it in right field, and that's a 1-out single for Summers.
Yeah, that was a great piece of hitting there. He waited on it, hit the high fastball, and poked it to right field. And you got 1 on with 1 out, and you got your 2-hole hitter up.
Luke Robinson doubled to right in the first, grounded to short in the second. Comes up here in the 4th. So he's still hitting above the 5-10 mark. He looks at a pitch that's down and away, ball 1. Myers comes set. He's working from the stretch with a runner at first. That's a ball that was up. A little frustration on the face of Myers.
Yeah, you're not going to fool Robinson when he's hitting. You're going to have to pitch to him, and he's going to wait on his pitch.
2-0. Pitch on the way. Pops it a mile high in the air right side. Getting under it over there is Weaver toward the line, and he hauls it in, and that's out number 2, and you have to breathe a sigh of relief when you've retired Robinson.
Now batting number 3, Parker Bray.
2 away in the inning, Parker Bray. Cooper struck out to start the inning, then Summers singled through the right side of the infield. Robinson just popped out to right field. Here's Bray, who's walked and gotten hit by a pitch. Called strike at the knees. If Parker Bray can reach, be Kyler Boyd hitting next. Runner at first. Myers looks over there, gets himself set, throws one outside, 1-1. Mentioned Leake is a team averaging about 9 runs per game, a little less than that. ERA on the team, 3.8. Ground ball over to his left. Scooping up is Harden, and he flips to Marble at second. Get the lead runner for the out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 man left, middle of the 4th. Our score remains Park Place 3 and Leake nothing. Atkinson, Bryce Watkins, Mathen Weaver due up in the home half of the 4th after we take this break on Boswell Media Sports.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Hey, Jim, bring the seeds over. I've got the garden ready to plant.
Okay, Grandpa. I can't wait to have some fresh vegetables.
Neshoba County Co-op is garden ready with butter beans, peas, squash, and any other garden seeds that might be your favorite. And if you're ready to redesign your landscape, now is the time to plant shrubs before our summer heat gets here. They also have hanging baskets and bedding plants arriving daily and plenty of good soil to get them growing.
Grandma, these fresh vegetables sure are good.
I'm so glad you're enjoying them, and I'm also glad our Neshoba Co-op always has what we need for garden season.
Neshoba County Co-op, Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Bottom of inning number 4 coming up. Leake is playing from behind. They've been behind since the top of the 1st when Park Place scored 3 runs. There's a Robinson double, then a walk to Bray, then back-to-back singles by Peyton Bray and Ben Blaylock that drove home 3 runs, and that's where we stand and get to the home half of the 4th. 3-0 Crusaders. Same 2 teams tomorrow in Pearl. 3rd game will be a broadcast right back where we are at Leake Academy. Brad Atkinson leads off inning number 4 for LA. He singled to start off the 2nd. Pitch just a little bit off, outside, ball 1. Right versus left, the matchup. Here's the wind in the pitch. Came inside, but a little too far, 2-0. A good crowd out here. Blankets are out on the laps. The jackets and sweatshirts are out. Pretty warm this afternoon as he sends it bouncing ball foul right side in front of the bag at first. 2-1.
Yeah, Bray's only at 54 pitches, so you sort of want to work his pitch count up and try to get to their bullpen as quick as you can.
Yeah, you had mentioned to me before the game, Gavin, that the Tuesday, the early game, first game of the district series, Park Place, always playing teams close. 2-1.
Yeah, I think the only game that wasn't close, the Tuesday game, was Simpson, which was 10-1, I think. But every other game was a one-run game on the Tuesday game. So Bray pitches a close game, and they try to win in the end.
Atkinson fouled the 2-1 pitch over toward the first base dugout, so now it's 2-2. Here's the kick and delivery. And again, that one line foul over the dugout, first base side. So Atkinson jumping on these breaking balls here, 2-2.
Yeah, Rhett's definitely probably has been the closest to being on his pitchers throughout the night.
And he got him swinging. I knew they were coming outside. He went outside with a fastball and got Atkinson with the swinging strike. And there's one out in the fourth, presented by South Group Cox Agency. That's the third strikeout for Parker Bray. Bryce Watkins at the plate. He's 0 for 1. He takes a breaking ball in at the knees, strike one. Curve worked nicely there for Bray. He's up and ready to pitch the 0-1. Watkins hits it in the air to left center field. Coming hard at it is Robinson, and he gets it on the run in front of the track in left center field. Long fly ball out for Watkins, and they're 2 away.
Yeah, Watkins just got under that all-speed pitch. If he could have got on top of that one, that might have carried out of here.
Nathan Weaver gets in the left-handed batter's box. He's singled and stolen a base. Pitch inside, but it's a little too far in, ball one. Want to know the count. A kick and delivery from Bray. Way outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Camden Marble in the on-deck circle. Taking some swings. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Left that one a little bit up, but now it's 3-0. Weaver's got the advantage. Here comes the 3-0. And he walked him on 4 pitches. And would it surprise you, Gavin, if I said the Rebels have a 2-out base runner?
We ain't have, yeah.
Been a lot of them. And then that next hit or two you need just hasn't come through so far.
At this point in the game, you're trying to get as many on base and trying to get back to the top of your lineup. Being down 3-0, just make them work and don't give them anything.
Camden Marble hits from the right side. Weaver has to dive back in. Throw from pitcher's mound to first.
Yeah, I don't think with 2 outs and a 3-run lead, you're really worried about him at first. And I definitely don't think you're going to steal with the possible 3rd out at second base, being down 3-0 in the bottom of the 4th.
Fastball came up and in to Marble for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Hits a fly ball to shallow left center field, but Robinson is able to get a beat on it, and he makes the catch. Marble retired for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Runner stranded. We played 4 complete. It's still Park Place 3 and Leake nothing. Back in 60 seconds with more Leake Academy baseball.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, the original since 1974.
You want excellent service? You've got it with Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn has been serving our friends and neighbors since 1974. Stop in and find an incredible selection of Kendra Scott and Olali jewelry. Shop the best selection of authentic pre-owned Louis Vuitton handbags and accessories in the area. You deserve better service. At Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, that is exactly what you'll get. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
The original Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
Boswell Media Sports.
Riley Myers back out on the pitcher's mound to start the 5th inning. Park Place leads 3-0. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the order due up.
Yeah, Myers he's at 87 pitches right now, so Rhett Stovall was getting warmed up in the bullpen when Leake was hitting, so I don't know how many more pitches Riley has in him. Maybe the first walk or first hit, but I definitely think he's on a short leash, being at the top of the 5th.
Here's Kyler Boyd, who was struck out twice. Looks at a pitch, called strike, fastball outside part of the plate. Outfield playing straight away. Ball hit right at Harden at short. He sets his feet, throws to Stovall, and Boyd retired for the 3rd time tonight on the ground out. 1 out in the 5th. 5th inning presented by Branning Law. Peyton Bray at the plate. He's reached twice in 2 plate appearances. Single and a walk. And a run scored. Myers fires it in there, bounced toward Welch. He comes up with it cleanly, throws across the diamond, and 1 pitch, 1 out. Peyton Bray for out number 2. Ben Blaylock up. You would expect Ben Blaylock to try to take some pitches here and not let Myers get away with such a light inning of work.
Yeah, if you're Leake here, this is the golden inning you can get. You want to get a quick out here, and hopefully he can come out top of the 5th.
Swing and a miss on a pitch that was a little bit down and off. Starts to Blaylock. Singled and struck out. Just caught a piece of that one. That's strike 2. Advantage Myers. Myers has had some good life on his fastball this inning. Surrendered just 4 hits. Pitch up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Blaylock has played a splendid game defensively for Park Place. And he got him swinging, an Ozark Ag strikeout. 1-2-3 inning from Myers. Crusaders go down in the 5th, nothing across. And we've played 4.5. It's still 3-0 Park Place. Back in 60 as Leake Academy baseball continues.
Branning Law Firm is ready to work for you. Attorney Jennifer Branning specializes in residential and commercial real estate closings, timber transactions, and business law. Jennifer and her friendly staff will assist you with your business and real estate. Please call 601-656-6152 or visit them in downtown Philadelphia across from the library. Open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 5, and Friday, 8:30 to 12. Branning Law Firm. 235 West Beacon Street, Philadelphia.
Take it from me, you're going to want to shop around and experience everything that Ozark Ag has to offer. I mean, after all, their language is poultry. So that means they're going to carry all the hardware materials and power tools you'll need when it's time to get to work. Plus, they also carry hunting and fishing supplies when it's time to kick back. Take it from me, I guarantee you're going to love Ozark Ag. Ozark Ag, located right where Joyner Building Supply used to be on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Right fielder Charlie Brantley set to lead off the home half of the 5th inning for the Rebels. Then Rhett Stovall and Bishop Harden. Leake is looking for runs and running out of outs. Here we go to the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, if I was Coach Stovall, I'd definitely tell him one swing of the bat can't change the game. You just need runners on base, and before you get to 2 outs.
Yep, the Rebels have been successful at getting players on base with 2 outs. No Rebel has reached 3rd base yet. Brantley reached on an error his first time at the plate, and he takes one upstairs, ball 1. No runs, 4 hits for the Rebels. 3 runs, 4 hits for the Crusaders, all in the 1st inning. Takes a strike, does Brantley. It's a 1-1 now.
Yeah, there's not much you can do with that pitch except poking in the right field. Bray, he likes that curveball on the outside edge, which the umpire loves to call for a strike.
And Brantley has a cut that misses 1-2. There have been moments where I've started to wonder if Bray was starting to break down a little bit, but then he's been able to rally, get a fly ball out. 2-2 now. Brantley takes one outside. The kick and delivery, 2-2. Now it's full as he looks at one below the knees. Good take from Brantley on a 2-strike count.
Yeah, if you're Brantley here, anything close, you have to fight it off.
Brantley waves the orange bat in the air. The 3-2 gets called out on a pitch at the knees. Out number 1 on the strikeout.
Yeah, Bray challenged him there, and Brantley just couldn't swing the bat.
4 strikeouts of Rebel batters by Parker Bray. Brings up Brett Stovall, who's 0 for 2. Makes the fastball down and away. Little grunt of frustration from Bray on the mound. Stovall kicks the leg, fires it inside, 2-0. Stovall taps the plate with his bat, gets himself set in the right-handed batter's box. The righty Bray sends the 2-0 in, and it's down 3-0.
Yeah, if you're Stovall here, you just want to find a way on base and get Bishop up to hit. And then if you can get 2 people on base, you have Riley up to hit in the 3-hole.
Time called as Summers, the shortstop, comes in and has about 1-2 sentences of encouragement for his pitcher. Counts 3-0 to Brett Stovall. Here's the pitch. Locates it for a strike. Stovall taken all the way. Outfield playing straight away. 3-1. And that's ball 4. High and outside. Stovall on base for the first time tonight. And the wheel turns. Top of the order is up, and time to cash an opportunity in. Bishop Harden at the plate. He singled his last time up. I need to correct myself. Harden did make it to third in the 3rd inning. He was stranded there. I think I said earlier no Rebel had reached third, but Harden's the only one. That's lined into left field for a single. Over to cut it off is the left fielder, but Stovall hustling, sliding into third as the throw from the left fielder is a little bit up and off the line, and taking the extra base on the throw is Harden, and quickly it's now 1 out and runners 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah,
good job taking the extra base. Fifth LA base hit of the night. Time called as the Crusaders are going to get together and have a little committee meeting on the mound.
I think this is more of a meeting just to settle down Bray, tell him to let his defense work, and 1 or 2 runs here you still have 2 more innings, and just throw strikes and let your defense work.
The inning starting off with Charlie Brantley getting caught looking for out number 1. Then Stovall was walked on a 3-1 pitch, and then first pitch to Bishop Harden was lined into left field. And it was a little bit over towards center field, a little bit of place to run for Boyd, space to cover, I should say, for Boyd in left field. And good speed, wheels from Stovall got him to third. And Harden was able to take second on the throw, trying to gun down Stovall. So now here's Riley Myers, 1 out, 2nd and 3rd, and he swings and hits one way up in the air, out of play, right side onto the highway. Comes rolling back down the hill. 0-1 to Myers, who has doubled and walked. Pitch on the way. Chopped hard, foul toward the third base dugout. Dad makes a nice play on the grounder. 0-2 to Myers. Advantage Parker Bray in the count. He winds and pitches. Hits it way up in the air on the infield right side. Second baseman Cooper coming over toward first, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Myers retired on the pop-up, and they're 2 away, and it's going to be up to Whit Welch. Third time that's happened in this game.
Yeah, you can tell Myers is visibly frustrated. He knew he should have got hold of that one. He just got under for a pop fly. And he was trying to score a run, but it stayed in the infield, so it didn't let him tag up and score.
Harden at second, Stovall at third. 2 out, and Whit Welch 0 for 2.
I think this is the third time he's been up with 2 outs and a runner on second or third.
That's right, and he takes one that's a little bit up, ball 1. Welch flied out to center with runner at second in the first. The Rebels had first and third, and he struck out, and he swings at one. It's down in the dirt, 1-1.
Yeah, he tried to tie the game on that swing right there.
See, any base hit out of the infield's probably going to score 2 runs here for the Rebels. 1-1 pitch. Popped it up, middle of the infield. Behind the bag at second, Summers under it. And Park Place again avoids giving up any runs to the Rebels. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 2 left on base. Leake has stranded 6 through 5 times up at bat, and they trail 3-0 as we go to the 6th. Stay with us. More Leake Academy baseball ahead.
Wendy's home-style French toast sticks are so delicious, some are saying that they're better than their mom's breakfast.
Excuse me, did you just say Wendy's French toast sticks are better than my breakfast?
Mom, is that you?
Answer the question.
I said some people are saying that because they're so crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside and perfect in every way.
Uh-huh. And what do you think?
I think it's time to tell people to choose wisely. Choose Wendy's sweet and crispy home-style French toast sticks.
That's still not an answer.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Boswell Media Sports.
3 runs in the top of the first is giving Park Place the lead. As we go to the top of the 6th, they still lead it 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors. Rebels, no runs, 5 hits, errorless baseball. Billy Steen is our studio producer. Alongside Gavin White, I'm Philip Palmertree. Thanks for listening on Cruisin' 98 and for watching live stream at the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. Riley Myers facing the bottom 3 in the order in the 6th. Called strike. Start the at-bat off to Ethan Watkins, who has struck out and walked. 0-1. Came inside with a fastball that a little bit inside, 1-1.
Yeah, Watkins tried to claim that one, hit him, but I didn't see that.
Yeah, that fastball would have done a little more damage.
Yeah, definitely to the elbow without an elbow guard on. He'd have been
counts 2-1 now to Watkins as the pitch was low. Myers working from the windup. Looks over the top of the glove. Now the pitch. High strike, 2-2. Watkins nodded, he knew. 2-2. Right versus right here to lead off the 6th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ozark Ag strikeout. He's had at least one Ozark Ag strikeout in every inning, and he struck out the side in the 3rd. I've got to start counting with my finger now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 punch outs for senior Riley Myers. Brings up Eli Wally. That one fouled back. 0-1. One interesting thing, though, Gavin, looking at the box score here, I'll tell you this after the pitch. Myers set for the 0-1. Comes inside, misses. It's 1-1. All those 9 strikeouts have come 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters. The top 3 in the order have not been struck out yet.
Yeah, the top 3 definitely do the damage for this offense.
Popped up, over by the bag at first, and about 3 steps in front of the bag comes Stovall right on the line to record out number 2 in the 6th inning, presented by your friends at the Neshoba County Co-op. Base is empty, 2 out. Here's Owen Cooper.
Just 1 through 9 for the Crusaders. They know how to. They can battle. They can fight. They're just scrappy batters, and they know how to get on or foul pitches off, and it just frustrates a pitcher.
Pitch just hits the black on the outside of the left-handed hitter for called strike 1. Single for a run driven in for Peyton Bray, and then Ben Blaylock drove in 2 with a single, and the count's quickly 0-2 as Cooper looks at another strike on a fastball. 0-2. Pitch on the way. Down below the knees, 1-2. So for the 3rd straight time, Cooper's in a 1-2 count. Struck out the previous 2 times. What happens here? Fastball came inside, pushed him off the plate a little bit, 2-2. Myers nods, comes set, 2-2 pitch. Just missed at the knees, counts full. Cooper trying to battle with an experienced pitcher here. 3-2 pitch on the way. Popped up foul over our heads.
Yeah, if you're Riley here, you just want to go at him and challenge him and make him beat you.
The kick and delivery, and he walked him. An old fist pump from Cooper his way to first base. That's the 5th free pass given up by Myers tonight. Been 3 walks, 2 hit batters. I think it's the top of the order. Summers up. He is 1 for 2. Pitch down and away. 1-0 to Summers. Looking ahead to the 6th inning for the Rebels. It'll be Atkinson, Bryce Watkins, and Mathen Weaver due up. 1-0 pitch. Strike, outer half. That called strike makes it 1-1. A little bit of frustration there on the face of Summers as he winced. Now he's set from the stretch. He hits that one hard to left field. That's going to get down. Should be extra bases. Cooper making the turn. Now they're going to send him back to second. Nice job getting over there by Brantley.
Yeah, I think
hold that to a single.
I think if Cooper tried to go to third on that one, it'd been a bang-bang play at third. And with their 2-hole up with 2 outs, you want to let him. You don't want your third out to be at third.
That's right. And it brings up the big bat in the lineup, Luke Robinson, who has doubled, grounded out, and popped out. Time called as Baker Craig is going to come over to second and run for Cooper. So Baker Craig at second, Jonah Summers at first. The inning started with an Ethan Watkins strikeout, then Eli Wally popped out to Stovall at first. Cooper walked, and then Summers with the hard single to left. First and second, 2 out, top of the 6th inning. Park Place 3, Leake nothing. Same 2 teams tomorrow in Pearl. No broadcast, but the Thursday game, game 3 in this district series, will plan to be on the air. Now we're set for the big bat, Luke Robinson, as the only extra base hit for the Crusaders. Another big moment in this game for Leake. Pitch left below the knees, strike 1. Ball 1. Robinson has been looking for something to hit early. He's not gone deep into a count against Myers tonight. Pitch on the way. Gets it up just about a ball's width up and got the called strike at the knees. Good pitch.
Yeah, Robinson was shaking his head. He said he'll live with that one.
Runners at first and second. Myers from the stretch comes set. Glances back at Craig at second. A 1-1. Gets it right in the same spot. I mean, right in the same spot for called strike 2. Bryce Watkins didn't have to move. 1-2 to Robinson. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging on a pitch upstairs. Ozark Ag strikeout number 10 for Myers. No runs, a hit, no errors, 2 stranded. And the Crusaders have left 9 aboard through 6 times at bat. The Rebels need to get something going quickly. They're down in the bottom of the 6th, 3-0 back after this break as Leake baseball continues.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects outside your home or business, be sure you know where your underground utilities are located. Always call before you dig. One easy phone call to 811 can protect you from injury and expense. Plus, it's the law in Mississippi. Make the call and avoid serious or fatal injury. For more electrical safety tips, contact Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937, an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Immunizations protect kids and teens from preventable diseases like measles, meningitis, polio, whooping cough, flu, and other dangerous illnesses. It's important not to skip or delay shots. Anya Jones, certified pediatric nurse practitioner, and Baptist League Primary Care Clinic offer these and a complete list of pediatric care for infants, children, and young adults. Baptist League, making your health care our #1 priority.
Boswell Media Sports.
LA coming to bat in the 6th, down 3 runs to Park Place. Parker Bray getting pushed into the 6th inning. We were just talking about pitch count limit and during the break. He's certainly, he's obviously not there, but you can see it from here.
Yeah.
And he's going to face Rhett Atkinson to start out the 6th inning for Leake.
Unless something drastically changes, he could easily go throughout the rest of the game.
Rhett Atkinson has led off an inning every time he's come up. He led off the 2nd with a single, led off the 4th with a strikeout. Atkinson, then Bryce Watkins, then Mathen Weaver. Right-hander gets himself set, works from the stretch. And the pitch popped up foul over the screen, left side. Hit over by the concession stand, strike 1. The hamburger, you got somebody to bring you, sure smelled good a little while ago.
Yeah.
0-1, and Rhett couldn't get around on that fastball. It's down 0-2 now after the swing and miss.
Yeah, that fastball right there had a little two-seam action to it, and Rhett was just above it.
0-2 pitch. That one left upstairs. Good job laying off that one by Rhett. 1-2. Right-hander set, pitching to the lefty. A 1-2, and he got him with a high fastball. And that is the 5th punch out for Parker Bray against Rebel hitting. There's one out in the 6th. 6th inning presented by the Neshoba County Co-op. Here's Bryce Watkins, who's 0 for 2. Rebels have not been able to bunch any hits. It's just been a hit here, a hit there, walk here, walk there. Pitch didn't miss by much outside. A little slump of the shoulders there from Bray. Thought he had a really nice called strike 1, but instead it's 1-0.
Yeah, the pitchers after the first inning, they've definitely settled in. It's just the bats went cold after the first inning, and like we said before the game, timely hits or you just 2 outs. With 2 outs, you want more than just nobody on with 2 outs. You don't want that person to get walked with 2 outs, and it just seems every time there's 2 outs, that's when the hits start coming.
And we've had a called strike to Watkins and then a swing and a miss off a pitch that was maybe off the plate. 1-2 now. Watkins is behind in the count. Rebels in home white the Navy Caps. 1-2. He looks at a pitch that's down in the left-handed batter's box. 2-2. Watkins having to be defensive here. 2-2 count, bases empty. One away in the 6th. Here's the 2-2, and he lifts it foul. Land a little short of the highway. Nope, going to hit right on the highway and bounce over. I've learned from my few trips here, don't drive on the 488. There's a ball game going on here.
Yeah, you're definitely in the danger zone.
You might as well have your insurance agent on the line. 2-2. Got him swinging on a high fastball, and that's the high cheese gets Watkins for out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Yeah, the high fastball has definitely been effective. It got Atkinson, then it got Watkins. So with 2 strikes, I'd definitely be looking for the high fastball because that seems to be successful right now.
Mathen Weaver has reached base twice on a single and a walk. Lefty is ready. He hits it into foul territory. Maybe a play, but it's going to drop between the third baseman and left fielder in front of the Leake bullpen area. Strike 1 on the foul ball. Weaver ready. Bray ready. 0-1 pitch gets the called strike on the outside edge.
Yeah, that one was definitely, he must have barely nicked the black line because it was very close.
0-2. Weaver chops it toward the mound, taking on 1 bounce by Bray, and they get the out at first. A 1-2-3 inning as the Rebels go down in order. We played 6 complete. It's Park Place 3 and Leake Academy nothing. Back in 60 seconds on Cruisin' 98.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects,
if you want to
outside
get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, T-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
It's springtime. The flowers are blooming, the lawn will need mowing, and uh-oh, you can't forget we live in Mississippi where the weather goes through more changes than a nursery full of newborns. Be ready for what lies ahead with the friendly folks at Lee County Co-op. You'll find flowers, potting and topsoil, weed and feed, chemicals and fertilizers, everything you need. Except for excuses to get out and doing the yard work. Plus, ring in spring with those beautiful Corinthian bell wind chimes you can only find at Lee County Co-op. Spring is here, all right, and so is Lee County Co-op on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Call to the bullpen for Leake Academy as we start the 7th inning. Right-hander Rhett Stovall, sophomore, getting loosened up out there. Making his 4th appearance, has thrown 9 1/3 innings, has given up 8 hits, 7 runs, 3 earned runs, struck out 10 and walked 5. Has a 2.25 earned run average. The defensive changes, Red Atkinson goes from center to first, and then Riley Myers from pitcher's mound to center field as we start the 7th. Right-handed hitter at the plate, takes one upstairs. That's Parker Bray for ball 1. Leake down 3-0.
Yeah, Stovall's job here is just keep the lead at 3 and let the bats get going in the bottom of the 7th.
Chopped straight down, rolls foul left side toward the on-deck circle, 1-1. Looking ahead to the 7th, Camden Marble, then Charlie Brantley and Rhett Stovall for L.A. Both teams with 5 base hits. There's a breaking ball that stayed inside, 2-1. And had some nice bend on it right there. 2-1 pitch. And that one a little too far inside, hits him on the hip. So Craig gets hit for the second time tonight. And he's been walked once as well. Leadoff man on in the seventh inning, presented by Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. Riley Myers gave up 5 hits, had 10 strikeouts. First pitch low to Kyler Boyd, ball 1. Stovall gets him to out in front of one for strike 1. Got him way out in front. From the stretch, check of the runner. Pitch to the plate, fooled him again with a breaking ball. Got him way out in front, 1-2.
Yeah, he's not seeing the ball well out of Stovall's hand, which Stovall's off speed is very good.
Missed that one low, 2-2. 4 walks, 2 hit batters. 5 hits, 10 strikeouts for Myers, and 6 innings of work, and he gets him looking for strike 3. Ozark Ag strikeout 4 for Stovall. There's 1 away. Runner at first for Peyton Bray, who has had an RBI single in the first. Stovall gets that one in for called strike 1. Yeah, totally different kind of look for these Crusader hitters from Rhett Stovall. That one bends down and away, evens the count at a ball and a strike.
Yeah, they go low 90s to about all off speed, and it's very hard to change in the middle of a game.
Bounce towards short, and then it goes under the glove of Harden into left center field. Brantley gets to it, brings it back, gets it back into the infield, but there's an error in the top of the 7th, going to leave 2 men on.
Yeah, he got the ground ball he wanted for a double play, but the ball was bounced on the grass, and when it got to the dirt, it just stayed on the dirt, which is very hard to make a play on it short.
First Rebel error tonight. First and second now with 1 out. Batter's Ben Blaylock. Singled, drove in 2 runs, and then struck out twice. And he chops it foul to the Rebel dugout. Ball comes back in to Rhett Stovall. He looks in with a sign, gets it from Bryce Watkins. Comes set. That one's too low. Ball and a strike. Ethan Watkins in the on-deck circle for Park Place. Coming set. Check the lead runner at second. Pitch to the plate, down and away. 2-1. Of course, we get district realignment next year. I'm not sure off the top of my head if Park Place is staying in for baseball. I know they're dropping down to 8-man, 7-man for football, so they'll be off the Rebels football schedule next year. 2-1 pitch. It came in. I think it hit him on the wrist. It did, on the right wrist, and now the bases are loaded with 1 out. One out, top of the 7th inning, and Park Place trying to get some insurance runs, up 3 in the final inning. Ethan Watkins has struck out twice and he's walked. He stands in the right-handed batter's box. Stovall's pitch nearly came in and then bit right in the inside corner. Strike 1. Stovall's got that nice action, and hard for the right-handed hitter to pick that up. Bases loaded. Infield back at regular depth. Fouls it off the net right side. 0-2 to advantage Stovall. No sign. Of course, they would have taken the bunt off now at 0-2. Couldn't get the outside corner with that one, ball one. Leake looking for outs. Ground ball sure would be friendly. Got him looking with a pitch at the top of the zone for an Ozark Ag strikeout. That's Stovall's second. They're 2 away in the 7th with the bases loaded.
Now batting number 1, Eli Wally.
That leaves Park Place's hopes in the 7th up to Eli Wally, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He digs in. Stovall wiggles his right wrist, now comes setting the glove. Pitch way off the plate outside. Nice backhand snare there by Watkins. The 1-0. He just sends it, gets a piece of it, sends it foul right side out of play. Ball and a strike. Stovall ready. The 1-1 tapped up the right side. It's going to roll foul about a third of the way up the line toward first. Ball and 2 strikes as Wally's going to have to run all the way back from first. Retrieve his bat and dig in again. 3 runs in the top of the first for Park Place, and they're trying to get some insurance runs in the 7th. It's been nothing but zeros up through 6 innings for Leake. Stovall's 1-2 pitch. That's going to drop in front of the left fielder for a base hit. 1 run in. Runner taking his turn at third. Pitch is going, ball's going to come in, have to be backed up by Stovall. As the throw to the plate was up the line, and 2 runs come across. Wally with 2 runs driven in on the single, and now it's 5-0 Crusaders.
There's one of them 2-strike timely hits that Leake just hadn't been able to get throughout this game.
Base hit number 6 of the night for Park Place, but more importantly, that gets 2 runs across. They've got first and second now with 2 away. And as Gavin said, Rebels were just a strike away from getting out of the inning. Swing and a miss from Owen Cooper for strike 1. Comes set, 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Pitch a little bit off the plate, and it's 0-2. Just 1 base hit has been all that Park Place has needed so far in the 7th. Pitch way off the plate, 1-2. Here's the 1-2 now, 2-2. Cooper takes one, another one outside. Right versus left, the matchup. Runners first and second. Stovall not even looking back at second, just trying to get the out. And he got him looking for an Ozark Ag strikeout for number 3. So Stovall strikes out the side, but 2 hit batters and a single turn the inning upside down. And also an error for the Rebels as well. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, an error, 2 left on base. And the Rebels are down to their last chance, now down 5-0 to Park Place. Bray out there to finish it off. We'll see if the Rebels can mount a comeback after we take this break.
What is the value of an independent insurance agent? We don't work for any one insurance company. Instead, we work for our clients. We sell insurance from multiple companies, and that means at South Group Cox Agency, you always have an expert on your side who can find you the best policy and rates for you and your family. Now is the time to come by and let us at South Group Cox give you a free quote. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. South Group Cox Agency, 207 West Main Street in Carthage.
Moore's Pharmacy always looks forward to seeing their customers, and they provide 4 locations for you: Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. They also provide services to make your life easier, such as the flavored medicine machine for your children, Pack My Meds, hormone replacement therapy, and compounding. They also take most insurances. Moore's Pharmacy, Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. Always the shortest wait time, fastest service, and lowest prices because they will price match for you. Follow them on Facebook, Moore's Pharmacy, your family hometown pharmacy.
Boswell Media Sports.
Camden Marble, Charlie Brantley, and Rhett Stovall due up for the Rebels as they have just 3 outs left to play with, and they're down 5-0 to Park Place. So start the 7th inning. We get to the final out. Stay with us for the Wendy's postgame. Gavin and I will wrap this one up after the final out. We'll name tonight's in-sports player of the game. Got some more baseball to play before we get there. Pitch way up and in on Marble. Had to bend back to dodge that one. Ball 1.
Yeah, at this point in the game, you're just taking it one pitch at a time and just trying to get on base and let the next guy get up and do it. Next guy get up, next guy get up, and hopefully he can make a rally in the bottom of the 7th.
The pitch on the way. Hit on the ground. Into the hole, slow enough for the shortstop to get over there and get it, but his throw's going to be wide of the bag, left side, and safe at first is Marble to lead off the inning with the error. There you go. You can't hit a 5-run homer. Like you said, it's just got to be get on base, pass the bat back to the next guy. And the next guy here in this situation is the 9-hitter, Charlie Brantley, who's reached on an error and struck out. It's officially 0 for 2. Marble takes his lead at first. Pitch to the plate. In on the hands, fouled off against the net, strike 1. Outfield lined up straight away. Brantley has driven in 25 runs on this season for Leake. Hits it in the air, right side. Fly ball coming up on it about 4 or 5 steps, and closing in and making the catch is Elrod for out number 1 in the 7th. 7th inning presented by Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. Just 2 outs left to play with in the top of the order. Stovall up. He walked his last time up, got stranded at 3rd. Time called. Eli Wally wants to run out to the pitcher's mound and talk to Parker Bray for a moment. And 5 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for Park Place. No runs, 5 hits, single error committed in the top of this inning by the Rebels. Now Stovall's ready. Right versus right the matchup. Glance over to Marble at first. Here's the pitch. Well hit center field. Robinson got a good jump on it, and he hauls it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Stovall retired on 1 pitch. And the Rebels are down to their final out. That's Bishop Hardin. Got to get on base, keep this going. Any hope of a comeback in the 7th? Runner at first, 2 out. Parker Bray from the belt. Pitch to the plate. Taken for a strike. Bishop Hardin's had a 2-base hit night. The 0-1 0-1. Pitch chopped on the grass, left side. Third baseman Bray coming up hard with it. Won't have a throw. They try to come back and get Marble at second, making the turn, but the ball's dropped by Cooper, the second baseman. So there's an infield single. And that'll get it done. That gets the bat passed back to somebody you're glad to see holding the bat, and that's Riley Myers.
Yeah, he's definitely due for a base hit right here. And there's nothing as a third base. There's nothing he could do with that hit. You glove it and let it get back to the net hitter.
Myers has doubled, walked, and popped out to second. 2 on, 2 out. Rebels on the edge here. Ball fouled back against the umpire. 0-1. And the Crusaders want time. Courtesy given the home plate umpire a moment to shake that off if he needs it. 0-1 the count to Riley Myers. Talked to Emery Warren and Marley Myers before the game, and Marley had a lot to say to me a couple of weeks ago about the first couple of days of conditioning practice with Coach Amanda Hatch. She didn't have much to say today. I think it's been last week must have been a rough, even a 4-day week can be rough. And then Emery Warren said, yep, I hadn't been having to do any of that. She's getting ready to go to Colin softball next year. Pitch taken down and away, 1-1 to Myers. Marble the runner at second, Harden at first. Myers at the plate. Here's the pitch. Took it in the dirt. Advantage Myers, 2 balls and a strike. Outfielder, center fielder Robinson backed up pretty far. 2-1 pitch. And he got under it, popped up shallow left or center field, and Robinson nearly overran it, but came back at the last second and made the catch. No runs, a hit, an error, and 2 stranded. That's the ball game, as Myers is retired on the fly ball to center field for out number 3, and Park Place defeats Leake 5-0. We'll be back after this with the Wendy's postgame as Leake Academy baseball continues.
Immunizations protect kids and teens from preventable diseases like measles, meningitis, polio, whooping cough, flu, and other dangerous illnesses. It's important not to skip or delay shots. Anya Jones, certified pediatric nurse practitioner, and Baptist League Primary Care Clinic offer these and a complete list of pediatric care for infants, children, and young adults. Baptist League, making your health care our #1 priority.
Moore's Pharmacy always looks forward to seeing their customers, and they provide 4 locations for you: Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. They also provide services to make your life easier, such as the flavored medicine machine for your children, Pack My Meds, hormone replacement therapy, and compounding. They also take most insurances. Moore's Pharmacy, Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. Always the shortest wait time, fastest service, and lowest prices because they will price match for you. Follow them on Facebook. Moore's Pharmacy, your family hometown pharmacy.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects outside your home or business, be sure you know where your underground utilities are located. Always call before you dig. One easy phone call to 811 can protect you from injury and expense. Plus, it's the law in Mississippi. Make the call and avoid serious or fatal injury. For more electrical safety tips, contact Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937, an equal opportunity provider and employer.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, t-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. For sports equipment, InSports has that too. InSports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with InSports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Wendy's home-style French toast sticks are so delicious, some are saying that they're better than their mom's breakfast.
Excuse me. Did you just say Wendy's French toast sticks are better than my breakfast?
Mom, is that you?
Answer the question.
I said some people are saying that because they're so crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside and perfect in every way.
Uh-huh. And what do you think?
I think it's time to tell people to choose wisely. Choose Wendy's sweet and crispy home-style French toast sticks.
That's still not an answer.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
In Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
It is the Wendy's postgame. Be sure to use the Wendy's app next time you're hungry, and they'll have your order waiting for you. You can pick it up at the counter. You can get it through the drive-thru. And we appreciate Wendy's sponsorship of Leake Academy Sports. Unhappy totals to talk about tonight as Leake loses a 5-0 decision to the Park Place Crusaders. Rebels dropped to 17-6 on the season, and they've lost their third district game. That puts them at, I believe, 5-3 in district play. Or excuse me, no, that'll be I've got to do some quick adding there. That'd be 10-3 in district play, with ball games coming up on Tuesday in Pearl tomorrow. Same two clubs, and then we'll have a broadcast of the Thursday home game back here on Cruising 98 and the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. And Park Place got it done in the first inning. Luke Robinson doubled with one out. Then Parker Bray walked, and with two out, back-to-back singles by Peyton Bray, and Ben Blaylock drove in 3 runs. And they had a 3-0 lead. They added 2 more in the 7th after leadoff hit by pitch, and then an error in the field by the shortstop set up Park Place with bases loaded, and they got a 2 RBI single from Eli Wally with 2 out, 2 strikes on him to get the 5-run advantage. And that's where we stand. Leake had a couple of threats, had runners at third in the 3rd and the 5th, but couldn't put hits together. Left a few runners in scoring position, and never really put a lot of pressure on Park Place in this game in taking the loss. So here the line score here: 5 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for Park Place, and they stranded 11 runners on base. No runs on 6 hits for Leake, and they stranded 8 in the ball game. 1 error committed in the 7th. Riley Myers went 6 innings, and then was relieved by Rhett Stovall, and an outstanding performance for Parker Bray. He went the distance, got the win. Count up the number of strikeouts he finishes up with tonight: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same number of hits that he surrendered, and that will. That's an unhappy night at the ballpark. Coach Stovall was not too happy about it either when he had the team gathered out in left field. I'll bring Gavin back in. He put the camera away for us, and Gavin, just a rough night. Couldn't put the key hits together, and never really pressured them very much.
Yeah, we just couldn't see the ball of his hands throughout the whole game. His off speed was pretty good. But you got credit to him. He threw strikes and made his defense work, and we couldn't get hits tonight. But they the pitching tends to get a little easier on game 2 and 3, so we should be able to bounce back game 2 and take it to a rubber match in game 3.
This game goes an hour and 58 minutes officially, and it's time to name tonight's in-sports player of the game. And Gavin and I were talking about you can't give it to the player on the other team, but Parker Bray, their pitcher, sure deserved it. Struck out 6, gave up 6 hits, and not a pitcher that's going to overpower you, but Leake seemed off balance in a lot of innings, and they pitched it well. But we're going to give it to senior Riley Myers, who threw 6 strong innings tonight. He struck out 10 Crusader batters, walked 4. Hit 2, gave up 5, gave up the 3 runs. They were earned runs, and 3 of the 5 runs. And then he had a nice night at the plate too. He had a double in the first inning and walked. Ends up on the night 1 for 3. So congratulations to senior Riley Myers. He's tonight's In Sports Player of the Game. And as I said a minute ago, these two teams will meet in Pearl tomorrow. No broadcast, but be here. Be next to your radio or at your mobile device or computer if you can't be at the ballpark for the Thursday home game, and we'll bring you that one. Hope you'll join us. Appreciate Gavin White joining us for color commentary tonight, and our great studio producer, Billy Steen. Appreciate him as well. Thanks to our sponsors making this special coverage of Leake baseball possible, and thanks to all of you for listening and watching. If you don't listen, you don't watch, none of this matters. But we'll be back together, Lord willing, on Thursday. And until then, this is Philip Palmtree signing off from Madden, where Park Place defeats Leake 5-0. And until we're together again on Thursday, grace, peace, good night, and go Rebels.